Good morning, friends. It is time for math. It is the 3rd of March. It's a Wednesday. It is time for math. We just finished English and had a nice share and did some work with sentences. Today, we're going to finish the back of a page that we did yesterday. So the page I want you to find is page 132 for math. And let me pull it up for you. There it is. And you see it right here. Okay, this was the one we did yesterday, problem solving measurement. We're just doing the back of this today. Okay, here it is. Looks like right here, it's got some clocks at the bottom, 132. Let me. Okay, right there, 132. Okay, so let's come up to the top. And as always, do our name and date. Now, I'm going to ask you to do some things on this. So I really need you to follow the directions on this. I know you know how to do it. And this one is, I'm going to give you some pieces and some pieces I want you to do on your own. Okay, so you got to really be paying attention so you don't forget anything. Okay, here we go. The directions, let's read, listen, and repeat the directions. They say, solve. Write a sentence to answer the question. Take this up. Move this over here. Okay. Write a sentence to answer the question. Okay. Now, these are word problems, and we've done word problems forever. And I'm telling you, it's very important that you underline the math question, okay? Because this will tell you what you need to know. It tells you your target. And even more than having the right answer, I don't care if you get the right answer or not on this, all right? Teachers have a saying we use. We say, show your work. And even if you get the right answer right on your paper, but you don't show your work, you won't get the question right, okay? It is very important that you show your teacher how you are thinking and what you are thinking as you work. And we throw things in an assignment to ask you to show us what you are thinking, okay? So this is what we say, what we mean when we say show your work. You have to show me these things, okay? So when I ask you, we're going to read this, and then I'm going to ask you to underline the math question. If you don't underline the math question, that's one wrong on that problem, okay? So what's most important, and I really, really mean it when I say it, you must show me your work. We do videos for all of these, and this is why I need to make sure you're getting all of this work done. And when I get a paperback and I don't see somebody that showed their work, I know that they didn't either watch the video or they didn't pay attention to the directions. Both of these things, as a teacher, I have to help you fix. That's my job, okay? So it's not because I'm being mean, it's because I love you. So when I say it right here, right now, you have to watch these videos, you have to follow directions, you have to show me your work, okay? Enough said, let's go on. So I'm going to ask you to underline the math questions. I'll even give you a little bit of clues here and help in here to do it, but I'm not going to do it for you like we did on the last page, because now you're up to the part of the lesson where you do independent and guided practice, okay? We do it together, and then sometimes you do it by yourself, okay? So this sentence says, Daniel has one piece of gum that is 15 inches long and another that is 9 inches long. What is the total length of Daniel's gum? Okay, I told you how to find the math question. I now need you to underline the math question. So you're going to find the question mark and you're going to trace it all the way back up to that uppercase letter. What I am pointing at is the math question. And I'm asking you to underline it on your paper. You're not going to see it on my work because I'm not doing it for you this time. You are going to do it. Underline right now this sentence right here. Okay? Easy point. I gave you the answer. Okay, you got that done? Great. Now, the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is circle the operation word, okay? Circle the operation word. This is the word in the math question that tells me whether I'm going to add or subtract, okay? So today, my math or my operation word is this one right here, total. And I need you to circle that, okay? I gave you that one. That's a freebie. All right. So what does total mean? Does total mean to add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Total means to add. Okay. So up in here, you're going to put a plus sign. I'm telling you what to write, but I'm not going to write it so you can see it. A plus sign right here and an equal sign right here. These are your training wheels. I'm giving you some of them, but not all of them. Part of training wheels. I'm only give you one training wheel. Okay? Now that we've done that and we've determined that we are going to add, we need to find out what two numbers we are adding. So we're going to add 15 and 9. So this number goes in here. And I need you to tell me what number goes right in there. Okay? Part of a training wheel I'm giving you. And then I will help you with this one. Okay. We are 15 inches long. And another one that is 9. So his first piece of gum, piece A, is 15 inches long. And he has another one that's 9. How much are they together? So I start at 15 and I count up 9. So I go 15, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I land right here. So altogether, I have 15 plus 9, which equals 24. Okay, so the answer here is 24. Don't forget to tell me what goes in here, and I'll give you what goes in here. Okay, you're going to fill in the missing pieces. And here we write a sentence. Daniel's gum is blank inches long. All right, this is what I need to see. Anytime you see these squares right here, this is what I need you to fill in, okay? You have to tell me what goes in those squares. Okay, very good. Now, let's do number 2. Let me try something different on this. We'll try it on this next one. Okay, here's number 2. It says, Rachel wants to knit a scarf that is 25 inches long. She has knitted 12 inches so far. How many more inches does Rachel need to knit? Okay, here we go. She's got a scarf. Let's see. First thing we need to do is find the math question, and I'll help you with this today. We start at the question mark, And we go all the way up to the uppercase. There it is right there. So the question says, how many more inches does Rachel need to knit? Okay, very good. That's one, that's step one. Step two is to find the math word. In here is a couple of math words. I need you to find them. I'm going to try something new here. Let's try changing mine. Okay. How many more inches does Rachel need to knit? I'll give you a clue. This many more, that is what you need to circle for your math question. It's many more. Okay. So I'm going to put an X here because you need to find the operation word. Did I say math question? Operation word. In there, circle the operation word. There are two, and the answer is many more. Okay? Don't lose those. They're right there. And now the next part wants us to make a math sentence. My circle, my circle, my. And we know that from the math operation word today, we're going to subtract. So I'm going to give you this answer right in here. Okay. And I'll give you those today. And now we're going to subtract. So we start with the big number, 25, which is right here. And we go backwards 12. She's already done 12, right? Let's find 12 here. 10, 11, 12. There it is right here. And we have to count how many are in between 12 and 25. So we start right here and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Another way we could do this is 25 minus 12. 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 13 is my answer. Okay, I'm going to give you these answers today. 13. All right? And your job is to tell me, I'm a red, is to tell me what goes in here and what goes in here. All right? And now let's do our sentence. And we wrote, we need to know how many more inches she needs to knit. She needs to knit, and I'll give you this answer, 13, and there's 2 words that go down in here. More inches. Those are the words that I want you to put in there. Okay, red boxes are yours. You have to fill in the red boxes for me. All right. Very good, very good, very good. You're doing great. You're doing great. All right, so up to our next one. We look over here, it says, on field day, Mary ran 50 yards 2 times. How many yards did Mary run? 50 yards 2 times. Okay. So on this one, she ran 50 yards and then 50 yards again, and we can count by tens. So we can go 50 plus 50. So we got 50 in our head, and we're adding 50 onto that. Big numbers, right? You can't do it by counting 1, 2, 3s. That would take us forever. So we can count. Look at what they did here. See these decade numbers? They just counted by tens. That is so easy because your number ends with a 0. So we go 50, and then we add 5 more tens on, because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'm sorry. Try that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So I'm adding 50 on. So now I've got 50 in my head. My next 10 is 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. See that? So to go from 50, I go 50, and I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That lands me on 100, okay? And 100. Okay? So I need you to find the math question. Okay? You find the math question, and I'll give you the operation word. Is just how many. So that's going to be total. So then you've got a line, circle, line, circle, line. And for this one, I'm going to give you 50 and 50. I'll give you the numbers. It's 100. And I'll have you tell me what goes in here and what goes in here. And we'll write, she ran blank yards. And your task is going to be to tell me how many yards she ran. Okay? She ran how many yards? You're doing great on these. This is a lot of work. Shoot, right? Good job. The bottom part is review. Okay? And I will help you with this. I'm going to help you with, I'll help you with this one, and I'll help you with this one. Well, actually, no, let me switch that up. We'll do training wheels. So what does it say right here? It says what time? Remember, the hour hand is the shorter one. The minute hand is the longer one. So what is the hour pointing to? Pointing to 12. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to have you put that one over here. And when we are pointing at it, we look up here, it says, what o'clock is it? And you can put that number in there. And if I go on to number 2, I'm looking at the hour hand. It says 6. So I would write 6, and then if the minute hand's pointing up to the top, you have a 0, 0 here. So it is 6 o'clock. And I need you to fill that in up here for me. Now the next ones we're doing is half past, which means 30 hours. If you count 30 minutes, if you count by fives, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So first of all, you find the hour. What hour is it at? Well, it's after the 4, but it's not quite to the 5. So we can't say 5 yet because 5 hasn't happened. So we say 4. And if our minute hand is pointing straight down, we count by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We know that it is 30 minutes past the hour. Okay, and here we would say half past this hour, which goes right in here. Okay, and now over here, I'm going to let you fill in this. It's the hour. You look at the hour hand. It's after 12, but not quite to the 1. So can we say it's 1 yet? Nope, we have to say it's still 12. So we say it's half past 12. And remember, half past is 30. So I want you to put 12:30 right in there. Okay? Very good on your math today. You guys are doing great. I'm really proud of you. I'll see you next up for handwriting. All right.